So welcome everyone. Today is the day after International Women's Day and after Mahashivratri, and we tomorrow onwards Ramadan begins. Here I'm in Dubai right now, so it's a very potent time of the year that we are present to. On the one hand, there is this acknowledgement of the feminine and their leadership and the role they play in collaboratively co-creating this world. At the same time, this year, Mahashivratri was really about the harmonization of Shiva and Shakti. And that was the vibe that emerged in this Mahashivratri. And we have Ramzan beginning tomorrow for a month. And it's a month of prayer, reflection, contemplation. And from that emerges a beautiful celebration. And they literally have it every single day at the end of each day that the celebration occurs, and it culminates into a month later, a very powerful coming together of all faiths, and in all ways celebrating the existence of this human form in this world. So we are in a very, very potent time. And at this time, it's so easy to get pulled in multiple directions. It's so easy to feel super ecstatic or, quite low because of something that may or may not have happened. The energies on the planet are such that they can create a variety of feelings and emotions to rise within you. All in all, it is a great time for detoxification of anything that doesn't serve you. And hence the choice of the session today being be you. Because the more you focus your attention on what is outside of you, the more you're giving your power away to factors, people, circumstances that are not that are not you. And the more disconnected you become to the truth of who you truly are. So my question to each of you, we are a small group here. My question to each of you is, if I say to you, be you, what do you understand you means for you? What does it mean to be you? So I'm going to ask each one of you to share, since it's a small group here. And then from that will emerge this session.
Accepting yourself the way you are, even if you are not right according to the others. You are living your own journey, accepting yourself completely and loving the pace.
And when you say accepting yourself, who is yourself?
Like being fearless, even if people are judging you are living your journey on your own pace. At times we compare ourselves with others and we demean ourselves, or like we set some targets to feel like being achieved. So if some days are not good, that should also be fine with us. If some days are too much good, that should also be fine with us. Like being neutral, we should be ourselves. We should not compare ourselves with others. We should love ourselves the way we are.
Okay. So Ashu, thank you for sharing this, and thank you for stepping forward and being the first one to do it. What I would request you to do is, when we have a lot of shoulds, and when the shoulds don't happen, like we should be doing this or that this should have happened, then when the shoulds don't happen, we feel really let down and disconnected. And because you were talking about yourself, let's say, something occurs and you're fearful. You suddenly become judgmental about yourself. And then it becomes difficult to be you.
Right.
Right? So just really engage with, you know, if things weren't going to, if there wasn't a fixed way in where things should be or should not be, what is it that you expressing yourself in the world would be appearing as? You would be appearing as fearless. I get that. You'd be appearing as someone who is walking her path with confidence and expressing the truth of who she is. I get that. Right? So just be watchful. And as you are being you, it's important to start noticing the words you use. Because hidden in that are little secrets of that which we have only implanted that takes us away from being us. Like the shoulds will be these pressure words. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. It's so helpful.
Okay, great. Thank you for sharing this. Who wants to go next?
Me?
Yes, Rajvin.
Okay, this is my first session after the 28-day detox with you.
Okay.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I mean, like, although people, I've gotten detached from siblings who doesn't keep their distance, and more to my parents and more to my caregivers who care for me living in the same house. So I've gotten the thing to be all grateful for. And I realized that being you is being the best version of ourselves.
Yes.
That's why when I saw the suggestion yesterday, I was shocked, and I was given a 1 minute task. As you know, consciously positive, they've given me a 1 minute task to do my video. I just did a wonderful video saying that women have to be resilient and never give up, and stop being judgmental about and abusive about others people, because what's the point of being judged, whether woman or man? You cannot abuse the other gender. Then to reduce the anxiety, like today my house had no water because they had. So I'm just being myself, and I let people be the way they want to be. So that's why. So be you, being the best version of ourselves. Thank
Yes.
you.
And if you were to describe Rajvan yourself, describe yourself. Who are you? And this best version of you, describe what you look like, what you sound like, what you feel like, being the best version of yourself.
Being the best version of me, I feel like being a good trainer, being a very very versatile woman, amazing woman. Being too many more titles that I can get, empowering the differently able to live the best version of our life.
Okay,
Instead
great.
instead of
Great.
instead of instead of asking them to give up, and asking. So like after this, I'm going for an art therapy exhibition. This is the first time I'm empowered by my friends to discover myself through art, even though I'm not an art person. So
Right.
thank you very much.
Great, great. So being you is someone who engages in self-discovery, is quite limitless, unstoppable,
And
unconditionally
if I may add, powerful.
powerful. Okay,
That's
Yeah.
why that's powerful. And since the detox, I've been becoming very spiritual.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful.
So
Great. 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 And you're a great trainer. You're powerful. You're a great communicator. You're inspiring role model. That's who you are. And you're, each step that you take for yourself, you're becoming a better and bigger version of yourself.
yeah, and I don't care what people say about me.
Yeah. So, here's what I would like to suggest to you, which is if you don't care what people say about you, what are you being? How are you being? You're being certain, you're being confident, you're being
Confident, yeah.
okay.
Confident, yeah. But sometimes you need to.
So remove the not pieces. So if you're not being judgmental, what are you being? Release the not and start being you. Your being is, there's no not in your being, right? Your being is quite flowing. So release all the knots. Just really always look at, I'm not going to be judgmental. So what will I be being?
Yeah.
Tell me. If you're not being judgmental, what are you being?
Being kind and empathize.
Okay, so I'm kind and I empathize. Okay, and then you can be unconditionally accepting. So really look at, Raj, when in your words, be conscious of those little pieces that are disempowering words. So anytime we have I am, I'm not whatever, the not part is a disempowering addition.
Yeah.
So really discover, if I'm not being that, then what am I being? And be that.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
So let's take that on.
True. Yeah. And I'm gonna soar like an eagle.
You're going to soar like an eagle. Absolutely. Literally glide as you rise higher and higher and higher in
Yes.
your accomplishments and your impact. Beautiful.
Slowly but surely.
Absolutely.
So,
Fab.
but it's not about the money or anything, but it's just that creating the impact in the world that
Yeah.
have to leave behind a legacy, because money is a necessity, but it's also creating evil attachments.
So here's something else. Here's something else. Let's also become aware of stuff that is an opinion that we have thought so much that it has become a belief, a truth. The only truth is who you are, right? And you are a soul being,
Yes.
human experience, a
See,
soul that can soar, it's limitless, it's indestructible.
I'm not my body, I'm not my mind, I'm my soul.
Yeah, yeah. And that soul resides in your body and it works with your mind. How beautiful is that?
Yes.
But it doesn't become the mind, it doesn't become the body. It remains limitless, it remains unstoppable, it remains eternal. Okay, so become aware of these truisms that are disempowering as well. Okay, and start shedding those.
Yes.
Okay, so be you is really about being the truth of you, which is I'm a soul being.
And I just want to clarify before I go. Some people, when I speak the truth about them, they don't like.
Yeah, well, I mean, who are we to say that it is the truth about someone else?
Yeah.
We can only speak the truth about ourselves.
Because I'm like a very direct person, straightforward.
Yeah. But remember, they may or may not like it because it is not their truth. It is your truth. It's not their truth.
Yes.
They have a different perception. So they're totally fine to not like it. It's okay.
Yes.
Because you are speaking your truth.
Yes.
So when you start thinking this way, that we are expressing whatever it is that we feel, even if you're expressing frustration about someone else or about another situation, that is us experiencing
Yeah.
frustration. There might be other people that don't.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the person who is, what about triggers? I still, after
You know,
the emotional detox, I still cannot avoid triggers.
yeah. I mean, they come in as long as you know that they are a trigger. So the bullet is going to be fired.
Yes.
Now, let me just keep myself in a safe space. So when the bullet is fired, it doesn't go damaging everything, you know? But after a while, the trigger is something that keeps us in a state of reaction, Rajban. You know,
Yes.
heard me say this, which is much more a reaction to any situation, however justified you may be, is is reactivating an emotional trigger that is dysfunctional, not very much better when you feel triggered to come back to yourself and look at what's
That's,
magical about me right now, so that
that's
you
why,
can
that's
respond
why,
and
that's
establish
why
a
when I'm triggered, I'm always looking at the past, at the present. But
yeah.
what about people who look at the past and doesn't allow me to be me at that point of time?
Yeah, yeah. And it's that's their choice, You don't have to push yourself at them. You be you.
I'm just being like I said, I'm liking this topic because it's
Yeah.
being the best version of myself.
Yeah, you just simply be you. Those that are willing to accept you and receive you in your evolved state, they will. And those that can't, won't. It's their journey. You stay on your journey, being
And
in
those
truth.
that can, I cannot change them.
Yeah, there's no point in spending time in changing anyone. You just focus on evolving yourself.
That's what I've been focusing on.
Yeah.
Uh, giving all my all, and 100%, 100 and 0, the one you told me to.
Yeah.
So I have detached from my siblings, only a good morning message and all that. So they come see me once a week. That, that's good enough. So
Yeah.
that's
Re-
allowing.
Release all judgment as well. Receive them because they also are soul beings, just like you are.
So that is why I am releasing all the emotional attachment to be the best version of me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Rajvan. Okay. Who wants to share next about what does it mean to be you? So I'm talking to each one of you. We are a small group, so I'm going to talk to as many as I can. And in the speaking to you, to each one, there will be nuggets of insights and learnings that you will get. So rather than listening to me talking to someone as a spectator, really listen to it, engaging with what am I learning from this for myself? So, Samina, what does being you mean to you? You'll need to unmute yourself.
Sorry, are you asking me, Mynoo
Yes,
ji?
yes. So
Okay,
when
good
I
morning.
say be you, what does that mean for you?
Hmm. For me, it's a part of my journey right from the beginning that I've lived my life on my own terms. And I, of course, try to uh, get in people on my side in the sense sometimes, being you antagonizes some people I have seen and they're not comfortable with it. So we try to match up, but not by giving your principles. you just try to be kind and compassionate or any other thing. So being you is so important because it uh, doesn't let you lose your focus. I mean, where you are heading. The minute you give up on being you, you are confused and you don't know where you are heading to. At the same time, you have lost your identity,
Okay. So,
So feel being you is very important.
okay. So elaborate to me, when
Mm.
you are being you, what sort of activities are you engaged in?
Uh,
When
so
you're
it's
able to freely be you, what sort of things are you engaged in? What are you doing that gives you that space to be you?
yeah, like a few things, I would say uh, reading or going my path. Like I'll just tell you it's a very uh, simple example, but like, if people are, when we are going for some religious congregation, that everyone heads in one direction. And I
Hmm.
was wondering, that aren't they pushing and, being like a herd of sheep? So I just stood there and I took a different path. They were going right, so I went left. And it really worked because I didn't know how it was going to work. But I said, why not? I don't want to go with the herd. So usually mentally also and physically also I have seen that when whichever crowd or mob, you go to for whatever reason you are there, they'll go one way. I'll never go that way. I'll choose my own path. And I don't know
Okay,
where I'm heading to, but it does lead me to where I want to be. So that
great.
was realization which came very automatically. I had not planned it.
Yes.
And in the same way, in as I said, in values and ethics also, I try to follow my own path, and I will not speak lies or be fake, with someone whom I don't like or who doesn't like me. So again, that is the second thing. The third thing is that, as I said, if I don't want to go for a particular invitation,
Yeah.
I will not go. And people will say, oh, no, no, you should come, so bad it looks. But I feel in my mind that no, I was not ready for it
Hmm.
and not feeling comfortable. So why should I force myself? So that is another example. And to
So,
do activities,
yeah.
are not very common with people. I don't say I say I'm unique, not different. You know why? Because as I told you, my mind is very strong right from the beginning. Maybe because I was the youngest and I was pampered. So I learned my own way along the path. And today I see that my friends and my family, they follow me.
Hmm.
Sometimes they accept and sometimes they won't. It's okay. But if I've said something, I'm doing this, I'm doing the recitation of this, or I am onto this path of learning a language, they easily pick up and they want to do this. So I feel, okay, oh, I mean, they are appreciating. I mean, I'm not looking for appreciation, but I'm
Yeah.
looking for, can I lead people subtly without saying? Do they?
Yes.
And I find, yes, they do.
So there's something, so you walk your own path. You are
I,
your own person. You make your choices. You lead by example.
hmm,
Um, that is who you are.
hmm,
Okay. So if you were to focus on that,
hmm,
you know, right, at this point in time, am I walking my path? Or am I doing this because I feel I should support someone else in theirs? And the thing is that when we be ourselves,
hmm,
you being that beautiful individual uniqueness that you have, you being the person that brings that forth, walking your path, being
hmm,
leading by example, you will be able to share that very lovingly with others without judgment. you
hmm.
know what happens is you start respecting that others also have their opportunity to walk their path. Nobody requires to support each other, and we can be supportive simply by being ourselves. But when we give our energy to judging that, someone else is doing something which is not right, they shouldn't be doing it, as opposed to observing it and choosing to still walk your path, there is much more freedom in that.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Right?
Yeah, because you get that sense of right and wrong, or you can say it's a sense of being you. And as you said, you feel that joy coming from within, and you don't know for what, but
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
happy in yourself.
The thing is, there is no right and there is no wrong. You think it is right, but somebody else might think that is completely wrong.
Yeah.
So again, when we go into this right, wrong, good, bad, these are like meaning related words. Anything that is a meaning we give to something is not real. Then we get disconnected from the truth of being you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It overpowers you. Yeah.
Because ek baar once you go into this lack of reality realm, then your thoughts get spinning, meaning starts being created, and then that overthinking develops. But then you stop being. So always remember, Samina, you are, the two things that really struck me about you, which is you create your path where there may be none, you create it, you walk it, and you lead by example, not by pravachan. That's the uniqueness about you.
Thank you.
Same here, Meenaji. I also lead by example.
Yeah.
People lead by example with me, so I agree with Saminaji. Thank you.
Thank you, Saminaji, for sharing.
Welcome.
In this session, the main thing, if there's one thing that I can get across to you, which is look out for your own self-created little things that you put in place. It could be words, like judgmental words, or words where you might say, well, when I don't have a choice, or whatever it might be, that take you away from being you. Understand the gist of what it is for you to be you. And then anything outside of that, be an observer, observe it, but keep moving forward. Okay, R.S. Dabas. So would you like to share what it means for you to be you? Unmute करना पड़ेगा आपको. You'll need to unmute. Your Zoom name is R.S. Dabas. Okay, do not wish to share. That is fine. Meenaji, what does it mean to be you?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, I want to apologize because I just tuned in and I thought it's a meditation center. It was out of the reference and context. So I started writing. I want to listen to you more because I get into meditation mode once you are speaking. So let me address that.
I actually want to listen to you. What is
No. No, because I did not know what topic is this. So, it just, I was taken by a surprise.
You are the topic. You are the topic, which you thought of. So please share.
All I'm feeling right now, I've not planned to say anything. I'm feeling like I can cheer up people. I can unite people. I can sort out differences among people. And yes, I'm very happy to be on whatever path I have chosen. Although there are challenges and not some, many challenges and many concave lenses, but still I'm very willing to stand up in my own truth and working it out. I'm not saying I'm there already, And it's like I'm doing what I like to do. And, I'm talking to myself and saying, I'm 65. I know what I want, but I don't want the conflicting mode, at home or with anybody. Like, I don't want to say what I like and impose. I know what I like, and I find my way to navigate. This is what I feel. And it's giving me joy. I'm in a very, very good state, like always giggling, always laughing. I was always like that. It's a God's divine gift also. But I'm feeling very light and nice against all odds, against so many challenges. This is me right now. I'm at this state, all I can say. Thank you.
Okay. And, being, if I was to say, what is it that you do that really makes you feel like you're flowing, being you? There's nothing conflicted that comes in the way. You are just able to be in flow. What sort of thoughts, actions, experiences enable you, support you to be you?
Yeah, finding magic in nature is one of them. Like once I'm alone and I'm among the tree, wood, forest, mostly to do the gardens where flowers are and all, I'm alive. My size and weight doesn't allow me, but I start dancing, and I don't care if people are looking. That's me in that moment. That's me. And this writing, singing, poem, funny thing, anything that I do, but I get joy out of it. And that time, I'm not worried that anybody's watching me. I mean, I don't care at that point. It's me. It's me in my true element.
So when
Being in nature and include.
Yes, so that you're like enveloped with nature, so that okayness vibe is there, and that allows you to be in your element, that enables you to be in your element as opposed to allow you to be in your element, and you're expressing creatively and creativity, flowing with it in wonderment. That's you. Okay, great, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And Neelam, what does it mean to be you?
Neelam Didi, come. She's in the kitchen helping us prepare the breakfast here.
Morning.
She's hosting us. Neelam Didi, come.
We both are same. She's came to my house in Agra.
Yes.
I was always just like a angel from birth. I just feel extraordinary. I have something feeling, I don't know what that is, and I just want to live in humanity and helping others and serving others and without any expectation. And I love my sisters. And
beautiful. So the real you that gives you a lot of joy is when you are in service of others with no expectations. Yes. And I mean, you have this magical quality of experiencing love and sharing love, right? So when you're sharing that love with your sisters or with others and being of service, seeing people's lives become better on account of you being able to contribute to them, that's being you.
Yes.
Okay. So anytime you compromise on that, then you are disconnected from yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes it happens. It's a life up and downs, and many struggles or many things that happen in my life.
Yeah.
That makes me more strong. And I feel I am a strong woman.
Great.
Thank you.
Great, great. So just remember that is the path for you, being loved, sharing love, and being of service. And that is how you express your truth.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Shabana, what does it mean to be you?
I think for me, it is like free flowing. So what is coming at me, I do it in my way or something. And of course, that may or may not be appropriate from the other perspective. But then when I have this freedom, sense of freedom and doing things my way, I think I'm more creative and I'm more responsible also for what I do. So that gives me, more empowerment, I think. So that
Right.
is, I mean, yeah.
Great, great, beautiful. So what I'm going to do, thank you for sharing, each of you. The fact that you started talking about it, and we began with some conversation about others and what you're not, and we've now come into each of you starting to see who you are, and that is how you're going to be being. So I'm now going to take you on a guided journey where you solidify that connection to being you. And then you emerge from that space. So are you ready for that?
Awesome. Yes.
Okay, great. Beautiful. So get yourself comfortable. And ideally, you'll be sitting on a chair if you can manage that. And if you can't, that is totally fine. If you're sitting on a chair, then have your feet on the floor. Have them such that your feet are a little bit about 4 or 5 inches out of away from your shoulders, right? They're not shoulder width apart. They're about 4 inches further away from your shoulders, and your knees are coming together. So your knees are touching each other. So there's a triangle that has been formed with your, with your feet and your knees coming together. So there's a triangle that is formed. Your thighs are touching each other. Take your palms in a cup like this, put them over your knees. You may need to bend a little, drop your shoulders. Now rotate your shoulders back. Feel that opening of your chest. Do as much as you can. Do not push at all. Your palms are resting on your thighs, and they're resting face down on your thighs. Because what I'm doing here is I'm calling into you your very unique blend of healing light that is going to enter the back of your palms. And as the palms connect to your thighs, is actually going to enter your thighs. Through your thighs, it actually covers your entire leg. And very specifically, it's going into your ankles and into the knee joints, into the joints of each of your toes. And now it's entering inside the leg, this light. It's going towards the diverticular vein that connects from your calf muscles to your heart. From the heart, this very unique blend of light, which is your healing blend, starts to be circulated throughout your body. With every breath you take, you're actually spreading this unique blend of your own healing light. And you start to see this light melt away aches, pains, discomfort, any other buildup of energy, any other thoughts, starts to melt those away. And imagine at this point, a laser beam, a red laser beam, enters the top of your spine, and it travels all the way down to your spine. And from the tailbone end, it goes all the way down, connects you to the core of the earth. And this red laser beam pulls into it everything that has been melted, everything that was discomforting for you in any form, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, and environmental, is melted away, that does not serve you, attracted into this laser beam light. It's like a neon red light. And with laser sharp focus, it is taken out of your body, out of your field and thrown into the center of the earth. And the earth welcomes all of this, applies its own unique healing abilities. From the top of your crown, in the form of a funnel, there is an emergence of a pearlesque white light. At this point, you can move your legs and hands. Be comfortable. We've made the connections. The work is being done. And this pearlesque white light is bringing in the cosmos. It's bringing in the perfectly matching light of upliftment, of insights, of illumination. And it starts to enter your body through your crown. You may experience crackling in your ears, a lot of movement of energy, so you may experience yawning. Drop your shoulders again one more time, rotate them to the back. Feel that stretching. Experience your unique blend of healing light, meeting this cosmic light, exchanging vital information about you and your well-being. And anything that remains that doesn't serve you is released. The cosmic light comes together and drops into your body, into every cell of your being. And it starts to move towards where your unique light lies, the light that you were born with. It is in different places for different people. Connect to your own inner light. Use your imagination to shine this light on all aspects, all facets, all experiences and steps that you may take to being you. Allow this light to go down a layer further and highlight for you what is the vibration that you are in when you are being you. And when you are being you, you're now being shown a vision of what it is like for others when you are being you. What becomes possible? What becomes available when you are being you? Receive it all. Acknowledge it. Anchor it. Your inner light now starts to rise. Rise like the rising sun. And in the center of your inner light lies the vibrations, the words, the persona, the presence of you being the true expression of yourself. Experience this light like the brilliance of a diamond shining, shining. Imagine yourself with your eyes still closed, breathing in all the magic, all the miracles, all the magnificence of you showing up in your truth, the grandeur of your majestic presence. See yourself opening the door in front of you. See yourself crossing the threshold and walking out, reconnecting to your unique gifts, to your talents. Allow yourself to express this as you go about meeting people. You embrace all of your gifts and talents. You co-create with your own guides and guardian angels the expression of your gift and talents. Now you step out of the house. Imagine meeting people. Imagine people coming to you and you are being you. As you walk further, you meet those that you regularly meet. And you hear them say, "What's happened to you?" Something very positive has changed. Keep moving forward on your path. You come across a group of people and they feel your truth. They want more of what you have got. And you share in your way, continually and all the time, standing in your truth. And as you walk forward, you meet your loved ones and you share your truth. And you start experiencing a very different form of connections. You become open to receiving their truth. Feel the light of your brilliance. Every person you talk to, every step you take, you are infusing whatever you touch with your light of brilliance. You see the big beaming smiles on people's faces. You smile back and you experience your own smile. With every step you take, you can hear the birds chirping, you can hear a stream of water, you can hear children laughing in the distance. You can hear the leaves of the trees rustling. You can smell the fragrances of flowers. You keep moving forward, being you. And repeat to yourself, in every way, in every way, and every day, I'm experiencing my truth. In every day, in every way. I'm sharing my truth. In every day, in every way. I'm receiving people in their truth. And that makes my own truth multiply. See what it feels like as your own truth within you starts to multiply and amplify. What do you look like? What do you feel like? What sort of words are you using? Breathe into your heart, love, kindness, and compassion. Take your left hand, put it over your heart, and visualize a color. You're anchoring your experience of being you to that color. The next time you see that color, you immediately step into the being you path that you have just walked. You switch on the brilliance of you. Take your right hand and put it over your left hand and hold your left hand gently from the back with your right fingers. You're activating your own very personal smile. And as you're smiling, you turn that smile up even more as you see the faces of all that everyone that you have touched, moved, inspired, being you. And this smile, you swallow this smile. And feel that smile traveling down your digestive tract, reawakening every cell in your digestive tract, and through your gut, it starts to spread across every cell in your being. Notice every cell in your being is smiling. And it's smiling, beaming out these unique gifts and talents, these unique qualities that are so special to you being you. Allow all these beautiful energies that you have shared in this journey, bring it all inside you. And know that all you are to do is to choose to walk your path. And every step you take, make that step a step that is powerful expression of you being you. And you experience the world around you transform, exuberance, joy, abundance, awesomeness becomes your reality and theirs. Take your hands in front of you, in front of your heart, hold them in a namaste, honoring the divinity in you. As you honor it in others, every time you do this action of namaste, you reconnect to the vibrations of all that you are experiencing right here, right now. And so it is. Rub your palms against each other, put them over your eyes, open your eyes in them, wrap your face, the back of your neck, down your shoulders. Give an energy sweep and blow on your hand. Please share your one word to complete our session. Meena ji. You will need to unmute yourself.
Patience is a virtue from Inanna.
Yes. Neelam?
It's just like blessings.
Rajvin, your one word to complete our journey. Just one word. Unmute.
Transformation.
Thank you. Anshu, your one word. Unmute. Being joyful is Neelam. Samina, your one word.
Yes.
Anna, your one word. You need to unmute, Shivana.
Mine is awesome.
Mine is presence.
Awesome.
That I declare our session complete. Thank you. Be you. That's all that matters. And you'll see the world will rise in support of you, and you will be able to generously support them.